All right, I rushed into the stadium today to do this before the 10 o'clock games really got heated up. 49ers and Jacksonville. The sky is overcast. That's called the marine layer. It's going to burn off by the time this game starts at 1:05 Pacific. And we will see some sunshine. We'll see the 49ers in their white road jerseys again, but this time with gold pants. So it'll be the standard white road jerseys here against Jacksonville on what should be a warm day to close out September at Levi's Stadium. You guys already know my prediction for this game. If you don't know it yet, then wait till the end of this show. We're going to talk about some of the news coming in. We're going to see both Ricky Pearsall and Jauan Jennings. They're listed as questionable play today, but Jauan is going to be limited in his snap count with the ankle injury. It works for the 49ers because Demarcus Robinson, coming off the 3-game suspension, not yet in full game shape, will also be limited for San Francisco. So let's take a look at the field where Jauan Jennings and Demarcus Robinson are essentially going to be splitting the snap load for the 49ers today. You're not going to get a full 50 snaps from either of those two guys, but maybe you get 25 from each of them, and that helps the 49ers make up the slack they need to make up at that receiving room. Again, some of the best turf in the NFL. So you can see this is artificial turf where I'm standing with the boots, the Tacovas. But this right here is natural grass. The border's right there. They got it right here at Levi's Stadium. And unfortunately, Nick Bosa did get hurt here last week, but you can't really blame it on the quality of the grass. That this stuff has as much give as you want. And it's good that the 49ers and the Jags are going to be able to play on a natural surface. Also good that we see the saloon font in the end zone. No red background paint because it's not the playoffs, but this is the regular season setup here at Levi's Stadium. There's a pylon in the corner. Maybe this pylon is going to come into play at some point today. Another pylon. It's usually this pylon right here, right, that comes into more play during the course of the game. So I'm going to be really interested to see the 49ers with that growing arsenal. When you talk about offensive weapons for San Francisco, they haven't had Demarcus Robinson yet this season. He played a little extra in the preseason to give the 49ers and himself a gauge of where he's at, and also to build up some of his endurance because he knew that he was going to be away from the team for about 3 weeks with that suspension. So he had to build up the reservoir, and now obviously has to play himself back into some shape because he wasn't allowed to be at the facility for the 3 weeks that he was suspended. So it's one of those things where the 49ers are trying to build this up into a team that is playing elite offense. And I think that once you get all of your guys back, especially George Kittle, that's a big one, you're going to have a real shot to do that. But incrementally, they should return some of these pieces. And of course, you have to knock on wood and hope that other guys don't get hurt. But incrementally, as these pieces come back, you should see strides moving forward offensively. Now, the biggest return today is Brock Purdy, fully cleared on Friday. Last time he faced Jacksonville in 2023, that was on the road. Purdy was magnificent. And the 49ers won that game 34-3. It is, the music just turned on, so it's going to be really loud. So I think I need to get the mic out here as we talk for the next few minutes. Well, maybe they're only playing it for a couple minutes. I hope they don't turn it on for at least another 4. We like to make these pregame shows at least 8 minutes. We're going to cross our fingers. Yeah, we're going to hope that right now we get this quiet for a while. Any questions? I'm going to give you guys the rest of the field tour here in a bit. Let me flip the camera. And let me clip my mic back on. You know who I miss during these pregame field tours is Greg Papa. Because he would always find me while I was doing these over the recent seasons, and we'd do a quick little pregame show interview here on the field. So shout out to Greg in case he's watching back home right now. Miss doing these with you. Now, again, some of you might not have been watching the other day. If you want weekly film breakdowns with me and Greg, give us a thumbs up, either in the chat section right now or in the comment section after this show fully airs. I think that could be a cool addition to the channel. Greg wants to do it. Greg is feeling a lot better as he recovers from cancer, and I think a good time to start might be this week or maybe the week after that. If you guys want it, give me the thumbs up and that will happen. My prediction today, 49ers 23, Jacksonville 20. I do think the 49ers cross 20 points today as the offense incrementally develops some of its explosiveness. I do think that Jacksonville's a very good defense, though, so approaching 30 would be difficult for San Francisco unless they can get some help from their special teams or from their defense. Remember, the 49ers have not picked off a pass yet this year. They haven't picked off a pass since they played Seattle on this field. I think that was week 10 of 2024, and that guy's not even on the team anymore. That's Isaac Yadam, who's back with the Saints now. So Jacksonville's got a league-high 7 interceptions, really good pass rush that forces quarterbacks into bad decisions. And the 49ers, that's not music, that's the drum line. Maybe, yeah, they're still testing stuff. So I got to be ready for this music to start blaring at any second. We got to get these pregame shows in. I took the train down to Levi's today, and with taking the train down, it was one of those things where I came a little bit later than I thought, so we got a loud bit of music here at the stadium. As you can see, the saloon font and the music does appear to be in full force now. Jacksonville front office just walked behind me. That's James Gladstone in the white pants. That is Jacksonville's GM, formerly of the Rams. And there was a little bit of pregame drama, as you all know, because of Robert Saleh's, and this is more fan drama than anything, but Robert Saleh talking about the sign stealing, if you will. And obviously, every single team is trying to collect as much intel as they can before the snap. And Saleh emphasized that what Jacksonville is doing is legal, but for the fans, it was one of those grab your popcorn kind of moments. Somebody just commented that Cam Latu, of all people, blocked a punt. You serious? Cam Latu? Lost track of Cam Latu, the 49ers tight end drafted in the 3rd round of 2023. So he just blocked the punt. Speaking of special teams, that's pretty funny. I'm trying to reclip my mic. Sorry if it's rustling around noise-wise here. Trying to reclip it. There we go. That should be good as we wrap this up. 49ers, Jags. Like I said, 23-20 San Francisco. Levi Stadium should be filled today. It also should be sunny again. The overcast skies will be with us no more once this marine layer does burn off. Look, it looks like we've made it to 8 minutes without the music blaring over our show. 8 for Steve Young. That's the length, at least the desired length of our pregame shows. That's your report. You're going to have a snap split between Jauan Jennings and Demarcus Robinson today as the 49ers incrementally start returning some of their offensive weapons. Will the 49ers be 4-0 the next time that I see you? Let me know in the comment section, but instant reaction coming up after the game. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let's take one more look here at the field from Levi Stadium.